guys, welcome to my channel. So today I recently got the Pat McGrath Labs and Bridgerton collection, and I wanted to do a review. This is like my first makeup review, even though I have a bunch of makeup. So I just wanted to review this because I think this is a very special collaboration. So for those of you who don't know what Bridgerton is a show on Netflix created by Shonda Rhimes or Shonda Land, and Bridgerton was my favorite show during like quarantine, and I've probably watched it about 7 times. I love that show. And I just love Shonda Rhimes. And recently, I've been getting into Pat McGrath Labs the past like 2-3 months. I've never had anything from her, and then she had her Black Friday sale, and I've been trying her products out. And then she, after spending a bunch of money at Pat McGrath Labs, then she comes out with a collab with Bridgerton, and I'm just like, I need. So it launched December 26th, the day after Christmas, and I woke up so early to get this. And it didn't even, like, I thought it was going to be sold out early, but like immediately, like in like 5 minutes, and it was not. It took probably like 24-48 hours for the whole collection to sell out, which was shocking. And I probably could have slept in and ordered it when I wanted to order it, but nonetheless, I got it. This is a limited edition collection, but she did say that there's a restock coming. So if you didn't get your hands on the collection and you wanted the collection, you're waiting for like reviews, you can still get your hands on the collection. If you go to her website and join her wait list, she'll let you know when it's restocking. And I get their emails, and they are pretty good at really good at letting you know when things are restocking, when things are there, unlike some companies. Zara. I did get this is the Diamond of the First water palette, and then I also got the Love at First blush palette, and this is what the packaging looks like. So it says Pat McGrath's X Bridgerton Mothership Diamond of the First water, and it lets you know the specs of the palette. And then we have the Beaver Bridgerton and the bow, and then this Familia Anti-Omnia. I guess that's like Pat McGrath Labs crest if they were like a family in Bridgerton. I love that show. So, and it also says Netflix and Shondaland on the bag. And this is just like a great and exciting collaboration. Like, not only because I love this show and I love Pat McGrath. Well, I like Pat McGrath Labs because I'm still new to Pat McGrath Labs. I can't say I love, but I'm new to Pat McGrath Labs. But it's just two influential, creative Black women who are just doing it. They're just doing it. So I just love that's a second layer of why I wanted to give them my coin. Okay, spend my money and support this collaboration, because I'm just like, Pat McGrath is influential in the makeup game as a Black woman, and then Shonda Rhimes in like the TV show creation world, or whatever they call it. And they're just two women, Black women, that's just doing it. They're doing it, and I love it. So let's start with the eyeshadow palette. So this is what, when you open it, it still has the same packaging as the box. And then you open it, and so we have Regency Blue, Art of the Swoon, Iconic Ingenue, Plum Regalia right here. And then this is Duchess Divinity and a Love Match. So not only was I excited the third reason why I was so excited about this collection. But I believe this is the first time that a 6-pan palette has an Astral Blitz shade. This one right here, that like glittery dry formula that's like just so beautiful. And then there's also, I believe, 2 new formulas. She calls them satin mattes. So this one is Art of the Swoon, and she describes it as a pastel pink satin matte. And this one is Love Match, and she describes that as a roseberry satin matte. So these are this palette is cute. This palette is cute. So I'm gonna swatch them for you guys. Yes. So we're gonna start with my favorite, Regency Blue, Art of the Swoon, and Iconic Ingenue. I'm not good at swatching, clearly. Ooh, that blue is so pretty. This is so, like, when she says satin, she meant it. Like, this is, I'm sorry, these swatches are a mess. I'm trying to like redeem myself. These swatches are a mess. Okay. That blue is just like, it's like blue and purple. I don't know if you can tell, like if you can see the reflex, but it's like blue and purple, and it's just so pretty. Like, I mean, my nails are clearly like pinky purple, but I have like this bluey purple, I don't know if you can tell, but clearly I like stuff like this. I love a duochrome shade, like, and then with her formula, like, you can put it on top of any shadow that you want, and they just transform, like transform the look, transform the eye. You're gonna be that girl with Regency Blue. Yes, Regency Blue. You're gonna be that girl. And with her, this formula, the satin matte, it's satin. Okay, it feels so like smooth, like satin, kind of. Like if you were to take like a blush, like her blushes, it kind of feels like her blush formula. If you take her blush formula, it kind of feels like that. So honestly, if you didn't already get the blush palette, you might not need it, because you could just use these satin matte formulas that are in the palette. Like, this is so pretty. Let's swatch the next 3. So we have Love Match, Duchess Divinity. I'm trying to get better at these swatches, guys. And then this is Plum Regalia. And you know what also I love is the imprints on the shades, okay? Like, this is Lady Bridgerton. Like, if you know, you know. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Okay, Lady Bridgerton. Okay, was anyone else shocked at the ending? I'm not gonna say it if you haven't watched Bridgerton yet, but the reveal of Lady Bridgerton. Okay, I don't know why I didn't expect it to be that person. Like, I did not. I'm usually good at guessing before something ends, or like I'll have that thought in my head, but I never thought it was who it was. was. Like, I was really shocked. Okay, I was shocked. But I can go on. I can go on about Bridgerton. I love that show. I love that show. I love that show. Like, Shonda Rhimes just be throwing out the hits. Okay? Okay? And then on my wedding, like, I want Ariana Grande, Thank You Next, the Bridgerton style wet played at my wedding. Okay, thank you next. But is that appropriate for a wedding? Probably not, but that's a bop. Okay. Anywho, I'm sorry. I'm hype about this palette. Okay, back to swatches. So, ooh. So I do notice with the satin mattes, even though they're really like a nice formula, with swatching, they kind of like give you a lot of pigment and then kind of at the very start and then kind of show lack of pigment as you keep running it down. So that's just something to note. Ooh, the shimmer. That shimmer is nice. That one could have just kept running down my arm. That one's nice and consistent with the swatch. And this is Plum Regalia. This is a matte, and it still, like, even though it's not considered the satin matte, it still feels so nice, so luxe. So these are the swatches. Oh, such a pretty palette. Now I know one of the things that was controversial about this palette is people who have like all the mothership palettes they're tired of the pinks. But me personally, I don't like, I have pinks in my collection. I wouldn't say I have a lot of pinks, but I do have pinks in my collection, and I do love pink eyeshadow. And with Pat McGrath, I only have 2 mothership palettes, and I also got her holiday palette, so I think this is a great addition to my Pat McGrath collection and my collection in general. So before we go on to the makeup look, I'm going to show you, this is the Divine Blush and Glow Trio Love at First Blush. Okay, this is so cute. So we have Venus Nectar, Nymphette, and Cherish. Okay, so this, I believe this shade is like all of these shades you can buy individually, but if you haven't tried her blushes or you don't have her individual blushes or highlights, I definitely think you should try this. It's a lower, I think it's smaller, but for the retail is $52. So I think that's a really good price for getting to try 3 different products from Pat McGrath, and 2 of them being blushes. Also, this is a repeat. If you have the darker palette from the her holiday collection recently, then you already have this shade. I got the lighter palette because actually I like the darker palette, even though I'm light. That palette just was more of a pop, more fun, but it was sold out. The girls snatched it away. So yeah, I'm gonna swatch this as well. So I'm gonna start. Swatching on camera gets messy. So this is the highlighter. I'm bad at swatching, guys, sorry. That is Nymphette. And this is Cherish. Ooh, Cherish is bright and pink. I hope these are like good enough swatches for you guys. So this is like the collection. There is a part of the collection, there is 2 highlighters. I did not purchase those. I recently did get the highlighter of the holiday collection. I got it on sale, way less than what she's charging retail. And though launch day of this collection, she did give us 10% off. Still with this, I have so much makeup and I was not trying to buy any more makeup, but I had to get this collection. But I don't need the highlighters. I didn't need the highlighters. I do think that both of the highlighters are gorgeous. I love the little baby angel on it, but I didn't need it. Okay, so this is the look. It's cute. I really like it. It's just like blue and pink. Like, it's blue and pink. Like, how cute is that? Like, just very cute. Okay, so this is how I achieved the look. So I started with Plum Regalia, and then I took it on the, can you guys see? I took it on the outer corner of the eye. The only thing is I don't feel like the shades work with these brushes well. That's the only thing. So I took it on the outside and I took it on the inside. That same shade, Plum Regalia. And then leave and kind of in the crease a little bit, the excess in the crease, and left the center open. Then I took Art of the Swoon and placed that in the center. Like I said, I don't feel like these shades are picking up well with my brushes. So I took some on my finger and so then I took Love Match on a different brush right here. And did it like a little above my crease, kind of like blending it all together. And then for the fun part, I at first I just to show you how it looks dry, I put it on the center. And though this is gorgeous, that's gorgeous, I wanted to amplify it a little bit because I just love the color. So I took some setting spray. I'm getting the setting spray everywhere. And placed it on the center again to amplify. So I got a little crazy on this eye with that Astro Blitz shade. So I'm gonna go back into Love Match and go over the crease again. I'm gonna go over with Plum Regalia, the edges, the outer corner of the eye, to give it that more, to amplify the depth. Okay, this look is so cute. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's play with, this is really like a play session. I'm not going anywhere, but let's play with these, with the blush palette, with these blushes. So I'm gonna do Nymphette first, which is the middle shade right here. And this brush is it showing anything? Do y'all feel like it's giving anything? Because I don't. Okay. Is it my brush? Probably. Like, are you guys seeing anything? Okay, let's try a Fenty brush. If she doesn't work with a Fenty brush, then I don't know. So I'm picking a lot up on my brush. This is Nymphette. And that is pretty. It's like subtle. It's like subtle, but it's there. I like to take it a bit high. Yes. This looks like rouge. Okay, this looks like Rose. I love the rouge that you made. Can you put it on me for the next ball? Like, that's what it's giving. And it's giving a little bit of shimmer too. Yes. It's giving 1800s minus the toxic chemicals minus death from rouge. So, ooh, that's pretty. Okay. I'm gonna get a different brush. Another Fenty brush. Same brush, different brush. We're going to try Nymphette. Okay. Like, I like pinky blushes, but I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous and I just went straight for it, right? Okay, I like this. Cause it's like, okay, it's pink. Like, she's pink. She's pink. I feel like I'm just placing this anywhere, but she is pink. Nymphette is pink. If you didn't know, Nymphette is pink, okay? She's it's pretty. I just don't feel like the placement where I put it is necessarily pretty on me. Like, maybe use this brush to blend it out a bit. And I do have a base already on in my brows. So, just to let you know. Yes, this is very pink. This is very pink. And I do like pink for those days, you know? But I don't like the pink with this look. Like, it's just not... It's not giving with this particular look, but with if you create other looks, like a less blue, more pink, more with that Art of the Swoon shade, and possibly, you know, more of like these two shades, maybe like Iconic Ingenue and Love Match, like those three with this blush, that would be a look. That would be a look. But with this look, it's not bad. Like, I definitely can make it work. It's giving bubblegum pink. It's giving Bubbles. Okay, Bubbles from Pop-Off Girls. That's what it's giving. It's giving I'm happy, bubbly. So it is cute. I do like it. The formula, it's nice. It like just blends in seamlessly with the skin. Like, it feels, I guess they will always feel smooth, but it just feels smooth. Like, feels like my skin, like, but just cute. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. And then fat is growing on me. Like I said, I do like pink blush, so I do like it. I just don't like it with this look. I like this one. This one's more subtle. But it's still pinky. Like, it's like a pinky orangey kind of to me. Like, I guess like in the pan it looks rosy, but on my cheek it looks kind of like pinky with a hint, like a warm pink. And this one's giving cool, bright, bam, just bam. Okay, let's try the highlighter. I'm gonna use a highlighter, this highlighter brush, and what is this one called again? Venus Nectar. Ooh. Ooh, she's highlighty, she's bright. I like that. Okay, so the girls aren't using highlighter like they used to. Okay, when I started makeup in high school, highlighter was in. It was whoever had the brightest, most blazing highlighter on YouTube and school, whatever. It was just like, you were that girl. Now it's no highlighter, or the girls aren't highlighting, and I'm not for that. Okay, I love a highlighter. Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm lying. I like a beam highlight. I still like a beam highlight, but I love when it blends into the skin. Like, before it was looking very stark. I can see the difference, like on your skin, like just like streaky. I like it to blend in, look natural, but still be beaming. And I feel like this formula is that. This formula, I keep putting on more and more. I need to stop. This formula, ooh, I'm getting this all over my shirt. You see that? Just model girl. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to apply lashes, maybe a little liner, and a lip to match this look, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the final look. It's giving pink, it's giving bright. So initial thoughts on the collection. It's stunning. I love the collection. Like I said, there's so many reasons why I got it, and I love everything about it. The only thing, I have a few nitpicky things. one of the things is the blush palette. I would have loved to see, this is for the blushes, the stamp on it is like the usual stamp. I would have loved to see the same stamps that were in the eyeshadow palette on the blush palette. Also, the eyeshadow palette. Love this shade. I love these formulas. I love. The only thing about these two is that I feel like I'm not getting much on my eye when I was putting it on, much pigmentation and color from this. Therefore, I will go into this to kind of replace it. So I feel like this one's not giving me enough pigmentation that I want. Well, I would have really loved for this to have more pigmentation so I could see the difference when I put this one on when putting the other eyeshadows on, if that makes sense. Other than that, I love all the shades. I didn't get to play with this one. This one swatched was beautiful, so I can't wait to, you know, play more with this palette. The packaging is nice. If you're worried about the cardboard packaging, because I've read some comments talking about they hate the cardboard packaging because it looks cheap. It doesn't to me compared to, but if you're comparing it to the Mothership palettes, then I can see what you're saying. But this is sturdy, like sturdy pack. The magnet is actually really strong where it's kind of like takes a lot of force to open, so the packaging is sturdy. I don't usually take the plastic off of the whatever, I don't usually do it, but the mirror is nice. Really, it's a decent mirror. And oh, I didn't even show you guys, it says flawless, flawless my dear, flawless my dear. Yes, so I do really love this collection, no regrets, and I do recommend it. I recommend it. Like I said, I have the highlighter. I have tried the highlighter with that like Gelée formula highlighter, and I do recommend it. If you don't have a highlighter like that, I would get it. If you already have the highlighter from the holiday collection, I would not spend your money, but it's your coins, sis. The formula itself is really, really good. I recommend this palette to everyone, but I really recommend this palette for people who don't have much Pat McGrath or are new to Pat McGrath, because like I said, a lot of people are complaining that they have these colors already. I feel like if you have Mothership 1, Mothership 8, and Mothership 7, Mothership 1, 7, and 8, it's pretty much a little bit from each of those palettes. It looks like if you have those three, I would skip out on this palette. But if you don't have those three palettes, I think you're good. Like this will do it. But if you're also like want different formulas and want to try out this new formula, I would also get this palette. If you're a formula girl and you like to try different formulas, I would get this palette with a restock. So like I said, go to patmcgrath.com, and if you haven't gotten your hands on the palette, and join the wait list to see when it restocks. But I love this palette. I recommend, I do. Even if you don't, if you're not a huge Bridgerton fan like me and you don't like Bridgerton, I still think that this is at least, the very least, the eyeshadow palette. If you don't get the blush palette or the highlights, the eyeshadow palette, because like I said, it's the first Mothership 6-pan palette with an Astral Bliss shade. The Astral Bliss shade is so pretty, like it's so pretty. It's like that bluey purple is just gorgeous. And then to try those satin matte shades, yes, so that's it. Thank you for watching my review on the Pat McGrath Labs and Bridgerton collab, and I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for more that's gonna come to my channel. Bye.